Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Otumba Adams Show. My name remains Adams Luafemi. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are fine. You guys have had a great week so far. Today being Wednesday. I hope you guys are really, really cool wherever you are. You know how we do it. For those of you that have been frequent on this show, if you're watching me right now, just put your name and your location in the comment section so that I can welcome you before we dive right into what we have for today. On today's episode, we have, we're talking about how to make money on Fiverr, But before we go into that, you know how we do it. Introduce yourself. Let me know those of you that are watching me right now, wherever you are, be it Nigeria, another country, probably from Mars, maybe. You never can tell. Anyway, just let me know where you're from and let me welcome you guys specially, okay? I can see someone liking me from Facebook already. You guys were so eager. All right, so we have AJ. Thank you, AJ. Thank you for being a part of this show. Thank you for coming around. This means a lot to me. Even though I know you're not in Monaco, but thank you very much. Thank you for being a part of this show. All right, do we have any other person that would like to introduce themselves before I dive right into what I have for today? I think today's class will be very, very brief, just 30 minutes, and I am out of here. I have tons of work to do, as it were. Okay. Anybody else would like to introduce themselves? AJ is the first timer. AJ, thank you so much for being a part of this show. It means a lot to me. It really does. Thank you very much. All right. So if no other person would like to introduce themselves, or probably like while I'm waiting for someone else to introduce themselves, I plan on teaching how to make money on Fiverr today. And for majority of us that are looking for new sources of income, or for those of you out there that would like to have a new source of income, Fiverr is one of those platforms where you can actually earn something good for yourself, right? And I will be showing you ways in which you can actually earn money on Fiverr, right? Fiverr is owned by an Israeli, and it's a platform for freelancers, people who offer digital services, and it has helped my own life. It has helped a lot of people out there, and that is why I decided that, okay, on today's episode I'll be talking about how to make money on Fiverr, just showing guys the ropes. Okay, so let me try to share my screen in just a minute. Share my screen. And Chrome tab. Okay. Yes. So let me bring that up on the screen. All right. So for those of you that may probably be seeing Fiverr for the very first time, this is how Fiverr is. You can just go to www.fiverr.com and you would see what you're currently seeing on your screen. Now, this is my own account on Fiverr. I think one of the last job I did, I earned $24, and it's still hanging there. I don't know whether to withdraw it or still leave it there. However, Fiverr affords, as I said earlier, Fiverr affords freelancers or people that are planning to go into freelancing to be able to showcase what they can do to the international audience. All right. The first thing you need, if you need to be on Fiverr, or if you need to, what's the word now? If you need to sell on Fiverr, is that you need to have a skill, right? Now, you can see so many skills that have been listed here, from graphics design, which has been divided into different categories. We have logo and brand identity, gaming, art and illustration, web and app design, social media, packaging and labels, visual design, architecture and building, fashion and merchandise, print design, product and character design. Also under digital marketing, we have different categories under digital marketing. We have, for writing and translation, we have articles and blogs, translation, proofreading and editing, resume writing, cover letters, LinkedIn profiles, ad copy, sales copy, social media copy, and the likes. For video and animation, we have whiteboard and animated explainers, which is something I do personally. And we have video editing, short video ads, lyric and music videos, character animation, logo animation, and the likes. For music, we have voiceover. Okay, I'm also a voiceover artist, so, but I do not render my voiceover gig here on Fiverr. Producers and composers, singers and vocalists, mixing and mastering, and the likes. Then for programming, if you are into programming, we have WordPress, website builders, game development for streamers, web programming, and the likes. Then they have a new category that has just been added, which is data, databases, data processing, data analytics, data visualization, data science, data entry. Then for business, virtual assistant, market research, customer care, project management, business consulting, business plans, presentations, and the likes. Then for lifestyle, we have online tutoring, gaming, astrology and physics, modeling and acting, greeting cards and videos, life coaching, and the likes. I would not bore you with all the information that are there. But then, okay, we have someone here. I am not getting job. All right, I am not here to tell you certain things, but then I would open up with as much information that I have. So please just relax. Let me go through what I have on the table. Now, one of the things that you need to know if you need to be on Fiverr is the fact that you need to have a skill. Now, a lot of the time people say that I want to make money on Fiverr. I've done this, I've done that. Or I'm looking for new sources of income, but they do not have a skill, or they do not have the required skill to help them to sell. So before you even think about Fiverr at all, or probably any of these other platforms, one of the things that I'm going to say is this. Go to the site that you feel you can actually learn skills, right? We have Udemy, we have Skillshare, we have, I think there's actually one by Envato. Yes, there's one by Envato whereby you can learn a new skill. All right, go to those platforms, buy a course, especially in any of the skills that you feel you can comfortably learn and you can actually grow and become an expert in. That is the first step. Find those platforms where you can learn a skill. It is very, very important. I have seen a lot of Nigerians, because I'm in Nigeria, right? I've seen a lot of Nigerians just come on Fiverr, and just because someone told them that writing sells, then they just hop into the writing gig without having the proper skill to writing. I would not advise you to do that. Make sure you learn a skill first. I can see someone asking a question right now. He said, is there anything on photography? Yes, there's something on photography. Let me quickly search that out. There are tons: product photography, Amazon photography, photogrammetry. I don't know what that is. Product photography, Amazon, photograph food, photography watermark. So there are a lot of things on photography. Oluwapelumi, I hope I've been able to answer your question. A lot of things on photography. So as I was saying, the first thing you need is a skill. If you do not have a skill, please do not venture into any of these freelancing platforms. Now, my own advice is this, right? Before you enter, or before you kickstart on Fiverr, maybe Upwork, or any of these platforms, first learn a skill. Now, after you're done learning a skill, practice that skill. I don't know how long it's going to take you to learn that skill. I don't know how long it's going to take you to perfect that skill, because it is one thing for you to take a course, you go through the course. Then you also need to practice. You need to keep on practicing until you become very, very good at what you do. You do not just say that okay, just because I watched one or two YouTube videos, then I am good to go. No, it doesn't work that way. Practice, practice, and practice. If you're going into logo design gig, right, make sure that you have created at least 20 logos for different people. You can even do it for free. Let people testify to the fact that you are good at what you do before you come out there. Because the number one problem that I see with a lot of freelancers is the fact that like they are not good. And that is the fact. Some of them, like a lot of people that I know are into writing and their tenses are very, very terrible. How would you not be able to put words together and then you tell me that like you are a copywriter or you are good at writing blogs, and then the next thing you do is you go to a particular website, you copy someone else's work, and then you spin it and then submit it back to me? It doesn't work that way, or it should not be. So make sure that like you perfect your skill first. I would keep on hammering on this. It is very, very important. Make sure you do what you are very good at, the skill you want to at the thing that like you want to sell, the gig you want to sell on Fiverr. So going back to Fiverr, right? Once you've been able to create an account, now I'm not going to go into the whole process of creating an account, but just go to fiverr.com, create an account. It's very, very simple, very straightforward. Fill in all the information that you need to fill in, right? Now, I know that like some of you guys will say that like, but my country is going to be a determining factor as to how I get jobs. I would say yes and also no. I'm going to get to that part, okay? And that has to do with your marketing strategy. If you're going into Fiverr, I would say one thing: go into Fiverr with this mindset that like this is a business. It is not just a platform whereby you create gigs and then like you're waiting for people to come buy your product. You should also have your marketing strategy that you would use in getting new clients to you. And I'm going to get to that later on. Okay, so once you've created your Fiverr account, let me switch to selling. Once you've created a Fiverr account, now this is my own Fiverr profile, right? I haven't done anything this month because we just started the month of June. Today is the second day in the month of June. All right, so you come to gigs. And you create a new gig. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. You create a new gig here. Now, in creating a gig, it has to be based on something that's the skill that you have. Now, you can see what is written on the screen rather. I will do something I am really good at. So what are you good at? What service can you offer? Now, you've gone to learn the skill, which is the first step. Now you come on Fiverr and then say that like, I will do X, Y, Z for you. Now, let's say, for instance, I want to say, I will create an amazing explainer video for your business. All right. Now, if you notice, it suggested the category and subcategory for me. Now, I would choose the one that I feel best matches what I am trying to do, which is video and animation. And that then the next thing it's going to ask me is select a service type. So I'm into 2D explainer videos. So I'm going to select 2D explainer videos. Then explain type, select the type of explainer you offer, blah, 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 blah. So I will click infographics. Okay, infographics, yeah. Industry expertise. So what industry do I really want to focus on, right? I think based on the people that I've worked with in the past, I would say, let me see if I can find it. Services. I know I can actually pick up to 3 services. What are the other stuff? Marketing and advertising. Then media and entertainment. I'm just like choosing 3 random this thing, but some of them I've actually worked with. Okay, I can actually choose up to 5. So I can choose those. Then what software do I use? Now, sometimes I use After Effects. Sometimes I use Beyond, but for this particular one, I'm probably going to choose Beyond. Then what is the purpose? Marketing and advertising, because what I focus on more is for business owners. Now, one of the things I'm going to say at this point in time is this. If you are going to start off in the freelancing world, the first thing you need to probably have to do on Fiverr is this: check other people that are doing well in the niche you want to focus on, right? Check their gig titles, check their tags, check how they wrote their description, right? Now, I am not going to tell you to copy what they are doing, but you can fashion what they did in a way that it would be yours. Like you would rewrite the whole thing, right? But also following their own step. If you're just new to the whole Fiverr thing, right? Look for people that are doing exceptionally well in your niche, right? Check their gig description, their header, every single thing that they did, and follow through. So once you are now writing your own details, you make sure that like what you also put in key elements, especially the search tags that is showing here, right? Because when people are searching for your gig, it is through the search tag that like your information would pop up. Do we understand? I need to see if people are still here. You're asking there are two different types of there is only one Fiverr app that I know, and it has the green logo on iOS. So please check. But if you want to open an account, it is better for you to open an account from your laptop, please. If you're going to be opening an account, it's better for you to open an account on your laptop. All right. So moving on. You put all the. So let me just put 5 tags. Explainer video. That's one. To the animation, that's 2. Sales video, that's 3. What else do people usually search for? Animated video, that's 4. What else? Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at this. Like, this is just a test run. So let's save and continue. Okay, so the next part will be my pricing system. Now, when it comes to Fiverr, I'm still waiting for, okay. When it comes to Fiverr, you can either choose one package system whereby, okay, like if I remove this, right, you'd only have one package system that, okay, I just want to sell this particular product at this price and I am not going beyond that point. But it is always better for you to have 3 packages, right? Your basic price, which is going to be the very basic thing that like you want to sell, then your standard price, then your premium price. Okay, that's the next thing. So once you're done with that part, because I'm trying to like rush a lot of things so that I can get to other parts. Once you fill in all the details that you need to fill, then you go to your description and FAQ. Then from there, you ask them if they have any requirements. Then when it comes to gallery, one thing I'm going to say is this: it is always important that like you upload a video. It would help rank your gig, right? Upload a video, very, very important. And also, if you need to design your, what's the word now? Your thumbnail, you can easily go to canva.com to design your thumbnail and you're ready to go. Just be as creative as possible. Check what others are doing and then create your own thumbnail. If you cannot create a thumbnail, outsource it to someone that can do it for you, pay the person, and then you upload it. Then once you're done with that, you publish what you have. What's the word now? You publish your gig. So I want to go to my own, what's the word? I want to go to my own No, not. I'm sorry, gigs. Okay, so let me try to like click one of these and create this stuff, and let's edit this one. So based on, oh, I'm sorry. So it's opened a new. Let's see. Yeah, it's opened a new tab. So I have to like change it so that you guys will be able to see what I just showed on the screen. Share screen. I have to share my screen again. I'm sorry. Chrome tab. Oh no. I'm sorry. Let me redo that, please. Just a moment. I made a mistake. Share screen. Chrome tab. Back again. Okay. So this is the. Yeah, I got it. All right. So I'm trying to edit one of my. Pardon me, please. I'm trying to edit one of my gigs. Oh boy. All right. So what I wrote here was I'll create a 2D explainer video or sales video. Now, I am done with this part. Let me go to the pricing part. So here I wrote that for my basic, which I called gold, up to 30 seconds of video, background music, unlimited revisions, 720p video, I would, which is just for 30 seconds, right? I was charging $35. The one for 1 minute is $140, and the last one is the one for 90 seconds is $200, right? On Fiverr, this is the amount that I charge, right? Then for the description and FAQ, I just want to like skip a lot so that you guys will see. So this was what I wrote. Welcome to our gig. If you're looking for quality videos at an affordable price, then you are the right place, as we will give your company a marketing video that has a signature outlook. Why patronize us? First of all, this is what we do for a living, and we guarantee giving you 110%. We create each client's video as if they were to be featured on CNN, paying attention to every details. We only get satisfied when you are satisfied. Now, all these I wrote so that like I can entice the prospective client that will probably be coming, and then like I made sure that like I put keywords there, videos, explainer video, and certain things that like when people are searching for me, it would rank on Fiverr, right? But if I notice that like okay, my ranking is going down, then I will tweak all these again and put it out there with the hope that like it's going to come up. Do I have any frequently asked questions? No, I do not have in this one. Now, what requirements did I ask for from the client? So kindly send your script, company logo, and any other information necessary. Thank you. So the client would or the buyer would upload all this information, and then they do what? They will start the order. This is the gallery that I used. I used a video, and then I also used images. I have 2 images here. Then I used the video for that. Now, let me switch to buying to show you guys something. So let's say, for instance, I want to patronize this voiceover artist. Now, someone is trying to come to you. How do they see your profile? So I'm going to click on this lady, even though I know that it's going to open a new tab. Oh, thankfully, it did not open a new tab this time around. All right, great. So this lady says that for 200 words, she would record a voiceover for me at the price of $5, right? Now, I could play what she has here.
Are you looking for a confident female voice to bring your training video, presentation, or other voiceover to life? Exclusively on Fiverr, my voice and I will work together with you to bring. Okay,
let me pause right there. Now, you guys can see that like she doesn't really have this video. Like she just puts up a picture of a cat and herself, and a voiceover underneath. So you may not really have to go overboard when it comes to your video. If you can pay for the service of an animator like myself, then please do and put up your video. But if you feel that like it's something that like, okay, you just need a voiceover and something on the screen, you can do that as well. All right. So let's say, for instance, I want to patronize her. Oh, okay. She's unavailable because I was looking for the part that like I'm going to buy the gig. So please let me go back. Let me look for another person. Let's say I'll create an amazing. Let's just check this one out. Aha. So this man says that like I'll create an amazing breaking news spokesperson video. So for 50 words, he's going to charge me for $5. So if let's say I am going to do 100 words, for instance, then it has changed to what? $10. Now let's say I want to patronize him. I would either chat the seller up, or if I feel that like I have read through everything and I have everything that has been listed, I'll just click on continue. Then I buy the gig, and then within the number of days that this person said he would deliver the job, he's going to deliver it to me. Now that is the most basic part about Fiverr. Now, someone made mention of him not getting a job when it comes to Fiverr, right? This is what I am going to say about it. Your marketing plan has to be very, 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 very legit. Because as I said earlier, you need to see freelancing as a business. Now, my own perspective, now this is me sharing my own perspective about freelancing to you guys. Fiverr for me is a stepping stone, right, to something bigger I want on the long run. I do not see Fiverr as a platform where I just want to be for the rest of my life, because I know that like there's something bigger. The thing I do, how good I have gotten, is no longer fit for Fiverr, because I can't keep on charging $140 and then Fiverr will take 20% of the money at the end of the day. I cannot continue on that level because I know that like my skill has gone beyond that point. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to like have a bigger picture at the back of my mind. So as you're going into this freelancing, have a bigger picture at the back of your mind that I am not going to be on Fiverr forever, right? I need to go out there and make a name for my brand. You need to have this mentality, right? Now, I'm getting somewhere, okay? Because I need to set this foundation. You going into freelancing, you working on freelancing websites is not for you to be there forever. It is for you to make a name for yourself and then move on and stand on your own. Because at any given point in time, if this platform, Fiverr, if they feel that you have violated a rule or the other, they might ban your account. And once you've been banned, it is very, very difficult for you to be able to come back on that platform. Oh, yes. Someone just asked me if I'm saving the live. Yes, this live would be available for you to come back to watch. All right. So, as I was saying, have it at the back of your mind that like Fiverr is just a stepping stone. Okay. But even as it is a stepping stone, you also need to see it as a business. People always try to wait for, what's the word? For buyers to come to them to patronize them. But it doesn't just work that way. So I am going to run through certain information that you would need. Now, okay, this is not a masterclass. I am not going to offer any course after this. This is just me trying to share the information that I have personally. All right. So let's start from Fiverr first. How do you get clients on Fiverr? I'm coming. Let me go back to, and let me change this back to selling. All right. So when you're here, just go to more and then go to buyer request. This is the first and the hardest. Really, this is the hardest for me. So go to more, right? And then go to buyer request. I cannot remember the last time I came here to try to bid for a job, as it were. Now, the essence of buyer request is for you to be able to bid for a job. Okay. So, you can come here, and then once you see a job that has been posted or someone needing your service, you bid for it. You can see how many people have already bid for this job, right? There are 13 people that have bid for this job. Now, this person is looking for a WordPress designer or developer, and 14 people have bid for the job, and he wants to pay $5. I can never do this kind of thing. But if it is something that like you're just setting out on, right, you can give this a try because you actually have 10 offers, and there are actually times that people that have the money to pay, people that would actually pay for a good job, right, also come here, but they do not come often. So you could just use your 10 offers for the day. You can bid for 10 jobs per day. Just use it, right? If you're just starting off. That's the first step. Just use it up. Make sure you use it up every day. And if you still feel that like you're not getting, what's the word now? If you feel that you are still not getting clients, another method I'm going to tell you, which, well, by Fiverr's standard, it is not really cool. But however, I'm sorry. However, you can buy what? You can buy reviews. Buy reviews from people who sell reviews. If you can get that, maybe like 2, 3, 4 reviews. The reason being that people easily tend to work with someone that already has a track record as compared to someone that does not have any track record at all. Okay, this is the second method I'm trying to like tell you now. People work with or people love to work with people that have a track record. So if people come to your gig, or like even while you're bidding, like they see that, okay, this guy has done 1 or 2 jobs already, it would easily make them feel that, okay, I can work with this guy. Okay, so that is the second method. You do what? You buy reviews. The third method that I am going to say right now, which is much more advanced and which is part of looking at the bigger picture, is creating a brand for yourself on social media platforms. Now, what do I mean by this? Right? What do I mean by this? Let me stop sharing this particular screen. All right. So what do I mean by this? This is very, 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 very important. Now, the first thing you need to do at this point in time is profile your potential clients. Okay. You may probably not hear this anywhere for free. I don't know. Now, this is based on my own experience, right? Profile your potential clients and ask yourself, where do they hang out? Where do these people hang out? Now, at this point in time, you may not have money for Facebook ads and all that. I know you're just starting off, right? But ask yourself that, like, where are my potential clients? If it is possible for you to draw a picture of your potential client, please do that. If it is possible for you to write the details of your potential clients, please do that. Depending on the niche you are in. It is not in all places that like you would see buyers, right? And it is not every time Fiverr would bring customers your way, because there are tons of people on Fiverr. And that is the mistake a lot of people make. People just sit there waiting for Fiverr to bring clients to them. It would never work out that way. So what you should do is first profile your potential clients. Who is that person that would use my service, right? Then ask yourself, what country are they based? If your kind of work is appreciated more in a first tier country, then you should list out all the first tier countries that you can think about: the United States of America, England, Canada, Australia, any other country that you can think of that is a first tier country. Now write that down and then like ask yourself, okay, what else are they into? Are they entrepreneurs? Are they students? Are they married? Are they single? Are they or like is your service focused on the male gender or the female gender? And then like you can also ask yourself that, like, okay, in this skill that I am in, or in this skill that I am offering, right? The service I'm offering, can I niche down to a particular sex? If you feel that like, okay, the people you're trying to like work with are too broad, can you niche it down to a particular set of people, right? Make it smaller, and then ask yourself, where do they hang out? Now, one of the places that like a lot of these people hang out is on groups, right? You have Facebook groups. You can look out for them on that on Facebook groups. Another place you can look out for them on is LinkedIn, right? There are so many groups on LinkedIn, and join those groups. Please make sure you join those groups. Optimize your LinkedIn profile, join those groups, right? Another place you can actually find your potential, what's the word now? Buyers is on forums. Forums, okay? There are tons of forums out there that people that might be interested in what you have to do are there. Groups on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on any other platform you can think of, then forums. Another platform you can also use is Twitter. Now, a lot of people do not talk so much about Twitter as a platform where you can get clients, but you can actually use Twitter also to get potential clients. Now, how do you go about this? You add people based on the profile that you made, their country, right? You look for them, you search on Twitter for those people within your niche and start adding them up. You have to know the limit per day. Please don't overdo it so that they will not block your accounts. Know the limit per day. Add people that you need to add. Keep on doing that every day for the next 3 months. Now, as I said, this is a business. It is not just something that like you just hit that jackpot overnight. You have to be very, very deliberate when it comes to freelancing. Okay, you keep on adding these people over and over and over till they start adding you back, right? Now, when you have joined all these different places like groups, forums on Twitter, what do you do? One mistake I see a lot of people do is once they are there, the next thing they start saying is that like, I am a freelancer. This is what I do. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares who you are. There's this adage that says that like, nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care, which means that if you're going into any of these platforms, please don't try to be salesy. The first thing you need to do is learn how to give value to the people you are meeting, to the people that you are hoping would come and buy from you on the long run. Now, how do you give value? First of all, know the what's the word now? The tradition of the house, the rules of the house, right? If you're on a particular group, if you're on a particular forum, first of all, know the rule of the forum, right? Then know the influential people within that sect. Okay? Know the influential people, know what they are doing, study what they are doing. And then also find ways in which you can give back to that society, give to that group. In the sense that, let's say, for instance, you are in a forum that has to do with entrepreneurs, for instance, right? And maybe somebody comes up with a problem or like asks a question that like, I'm having difficulty in this particular thing. Can anybody help me out? Now, it may not be something that you actually have expertise in, but you can go the extra mile by researching on that particular topic, finding a solution for the person, and then come back and then you give that person the solution. Now, imagine you always being of help to people. Before you know it, people will start warming up to you. They'll be like, okay, this guy is always coming to add value to us. At some point, they'll start taking interest in you. At some point, you can actually now send them a DM and then be like, hey, this is what I am into. But the first thing you must do is you have to give value to people. It is very, very important. Very, very important. you could also do it in such a way that like you could create posts that can be of benefit to them. So you could tell yourself that like, okay, for every week, I'm going to write 3 posts in a week and then send it to all the groups that I am in, especially if all the groups are within the same niche, right? You can create 3 posts per week and then send it to those groups. Now, what you're trying to do is like, you're not trying to tell them that like, hey, this is what I'm selling. No, you are giving them value. And the more you do it, imagine like you're writing 3 posts per week and then you are putting it on those various platforms. For the next 6 months, you most likely will, okay, in a month you would have had 12. In 6 months, you would have had 72 posts. Now, people would warm up to you the more. People will feel that like, okay, this guy is an authority in his own niche because he's always giving out good content that is of help to the house. And then people would start seeing you as the go-to guy that can easily help them out with a particular thing. Now, the more you give value to people, the more people will warm up to you. Okay? It is very, very essential. I know that like this is not the conventional way that like you've been taught, but I can tell you this, it works. Give value to people, make friends with them. Then over time, you can then tell them that like, this is what I do. Now, if at that point in time, they tell you that like, okay, I cannot afford your service, or okay, you're still on Fiverr. Now, for me, I'm already thinking that like, okay, I am no longer within Fiverr, but you can tell them, okay, if you need this thing, I can do it for you. Or you can tell them that, okay, how about I do this thing for you for free in exchange for you telling your friends about my service, in exchange for you bringing like 2 clients for me or bringing 1 client for me. Okay. Now you've already warmed their hearts, and then now you're not trying to like tell them what to do and then like asking, right? Now remember, all this while for the past 3 months to 6 months, you've not asked for anything. All you've just been doing is giving them value. Now this time around, you're now asking, right? Still giving value. Not that like you've dropped the whole value thing entirely. No, you still keep at it. But at this point in time, you ask from them, okay, would you like to use my service? This is what I do. I can help your business because I feel that your business has this problem and I can render this solution to your business. Now, at that point in time, because you have been someone that has been consistent, they would give you a listening ear. Even if they cannot use your service, even if they cannot pay for your service at that point in time, they can actually refer you to people that can pay for your service. And at that point in time, you start getting clients. And if your job is the type of job that like helps you, or like people can easily come back to use your service, then you keep on having repeated clients. But you have to be someone who does what? Gives value first. From the beginning, I said that like you need to have a skill, perfect your skill. Like perfect your skill. Make sure that like you have this excellent spirit. I don't like it when people just say that like I am a freelancer and then like you see their job and then you shake their head. I have been into animation for the past 4 years. I started in 2017, and up to this point in time, I still read and try to become better than I was yesterday. It is very, very important. You need to sharpen your skills, sharpen it so well. So once you're very good at that, or like you're still doing that, then you do what? Join all these platforms and start giving value to them. Before you know it, people will recommend you. People would want to listen to you, such that when you now tell them that like, I have this thing I am trying to sell, people would actually be interested in it because they know that you are someone that has been giving value for so long a time. And you'll be surprised that like, if you tell them that like, okay, let's say for instance now, you're on Fiverr, right? Okay, the explainer video I create for $140 on Fiverr. I can categorically tell you that like, I know someone also outside of Fiverr who sells the same thing I do for $2,000. Imagine the margin. And he gets his customers. $140, $2,000, right? But then I know that like he did not get there overnight. He started from somewhere. And that's what I am also doing. I am building a brand for myself. Right now, or last year during COVID, I made sure that I created a website for my business company. And I told myself that like, okay, I need to be better than or like I need to stand out from the regular freelancer. How do I do this? I need a website such that if I need to like show a potential client that like this is what I do and my price is higher, they will know that like, okay, fine, this guy has a portfolio. I have done over 100 videos so far in the past 4 years. No, I think I've done over 200 videos in the past 4 years. A lot of my work, I do not show them online because some of the clients will be like, please don't post this. And sometimes some other people would bring jobs for me and then I do it for them. And because they are the one fronting as the person that did the job, I cannot post this on my personal pages. So I don't do that. Anyway, as I was saying, you have to think outside the picture. You have to have this broad mentality, the long run goal. It is not just you earning the $5 right now. Yes, you can start from the $5 platform, but the main thing for you is what is the big picture? Where do you want to go to next? All right. And in giving value to people over time, what's it called? You would attract more people to you. And when you now tell them like, hey, this is what I do, they would be interested in patronizing you. And that is why, that is how a lot of people on Fiverr that are actually earning good money do it. And that is the formula. Okay. And that is how you can earn on Fiverr. Do we have anybody that has any question before I close for today? Do you have anybody that would like to ask question on everything I have said so far? I would wait for the next few seconds. I understand that there's a lag and I do not get the questions on time. So I would wait. If you have any question, I would like to hear your question. Okay, so someone has a question. Say, for example, a graphic designer that does marketing designs, how can he get to know brands or clients that he can add or groups to join in order to start giving value to them? Does marketing designs. Okay. Okay, now let's do it this way. All right. In your own case, I can say that look for companies, right? Look for companies that are already out there and look for their marketing designs that they are not doing well. Okay, redesign it for them and then send them a mail that this is just a tip of the iceberg of what I can offer you. Okay, go on those search for companies that you feel that will be able to like pay for your service, and then check out their marketing design, their graphic designs, and then if you feel that like they are not up to par to what you do, if you feel that I can offer a better service to them, send them a mail, cold mail them, all right, and tell them that like, okay, I have seen your. Well, you can actually even create a video because that's another thing that like people do. Create a video recording the mistakes that their graphic design has, or like the errors in it, and what you feel they can improve upon, and then send it to them as a mail. Right now, you may not be able to upload the video as a mail to them, so you have to create a thumbnail, right, showcasing probably like their product, and then maybe like you tell them that like there's something wrong about this. Now, a lot of them, not everybody would actually open your what's the word now? Would open your mail, but some of them definitely would. And then at some point, you'll be able to land great clients or clients that can actually pay for what you have to offer. I hope I've been able to answer that question. AJ, thank you very much. Thank you. Solomon, thank you, bro. It's nice to see you here. All right, so do you guys have any other question before I call it a day? I hope you guys have been able to learn one or two things. Usually I do this for 20 minutes, but because it's Fiverr and I have a lot to share, I just have to like stick around till this very point in time. Does any other person have any question before I call it a day? I would wait 1 more minute before I say my goodbyes. If you're watching from Facebook, please subscribe, right? Like, share. If you're on Facebook, also please share with people that you feel would be interested in watching this. This program is always bi-weekly on Wednesdays and on Saturdays, although sometimes I shift the Saturday live series to Sunday, where I teach about business, freelancing, and every other thing in between. Sometimes I talk about love. All right, so okay. Do you get a follow up to this video? No, I am sorry. There's no follow up to this video. This is just a one time thing, and there's no follow up. Myself as a mentor, I am sorry. My hands are filled right now. I have to be sincere with you. My hands are filled right now. But I want to believe that if you keep reading, keep growing, and you would become better. Because if I should tell you that I'm going to be your mentor, and then at the end of the day, I do not give you that audience, you might feel insulted, and I do not want that. Please. So there are tons of materials out there. Do your research, right? And I'm sure you're going to find your way around it. Keep on reading. I made mention of Skillshare. Buy an account on Skillshare and learn. There are tons of materials on Skillshare. Like I was going through it today and I was like, wow. Like I need to subscribe when next I have leftover cash. So on this note, I have come to the end of today's episode. I hope you guys have been able to enjoy this episode and you have learned a lot. I still need to rush down to continue an animation I am creating for a client. I have to submit tomorrow, and most likely I will not be sleeping tonight. So please, I have to beg you guys. Okay, so before we go, let me quickly show you guys something briefly. Briefly, I'm coming just a minute. Just a second, and yeah, I should have actually shown this all the while, but I forgot to. My bad. Sorry. I'm sorry. Whew. Okay. No. This is not what I'm trying to. Yes. Okay, so let me share the screen. Let me share the screen with you guys. Share my screen, and I am almost done. Share screen. Chrome tab. Oh, okay. I will come back to where I am. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is my website. And I learned how to create web building for the very first time last year, right? So this is it. And I have some of my work here that I posted. And I have reviews from some of the companies that I have worked with. Sorry, let me put this one up. Yep. So these are reviews. You always should ask for reviews when you get to work with clients. Some of the people that I have worked with, and okay, the website is not. I need to like post more. What's the word now? Blog posts. I've been very, very lazy about that. But then, this is my website, and if you need my service, please contact me. All right, I am working on a job right now, and I'll be submitting that tomorrow. So on this note, we have come to the end of this episode. Thank you for sticking in, and have a lovely evening. If you're in Nigeria, if you're from any other part of the world, have a lovely day. Oh, okay, AJ, you can help me with. Thank you. I would appreciate that. I would hit you up on the Slack group later on. Thank you very much, AJ. Thank you, guys. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.